The van's kind of got away from me over the last few weeks. There's stuff absolutely everywhere. Welcome to a big spring clean inside the self-built camper van, along with celebrating Christmas Day with me. The routine we've sort of got into, as you can tell, we've got stuff for future upgrades, but that's just in a box on the bed. When I go to bed, it gets moved onto the sofa. Same as my laptop, same as my thermal blinds, same as a bag full of absolute mental GoPro mounts and stuff, because I started to up the game. So this morning, it's a full service day, including hopefully give it a wash. We've filled up all of our water tank, 90 litres stored underneath the back with a 10 litre hot water boiler. Let's move on to the washing, and then I've got a little trick I want to do. You see, I need to get the washing up and the drying done solely because I need to get this put away, because the hack I've got involves the wastewater tank. To start with, I need to close the wastewater tap drain so it stops dripping out. Essentially, I've never cleaned out that tank, so that's what I'm doing. Filling the kettle up with some water, get some bubbles inside there. My wastewater tank is 70 litres, so it's empty at the moment, or it's probably got about 5 litres in it. So I want to get about 20 litres of warm water into that tank. This will demonstrate exactly my problem with the wastewater that I need to get sorted. See how it's not properly going down? Once I fix all the problems with that, which will be in January, so subscribe for that, this will be able to get sorted. It does go down, it just takes a while when the sink's full. We're currently parked down at my storage unit solely so that I can get some stuff out of this van, but also put some extra stuff in it. Oh, that's hot. 3, 2, 1. Add a little bit of hot water from my normal hot water system. Obviously, this doesn't get as hot as I'd ideally like, but we'll get some of those bubbles down the drain. And it's just a case of go for a drive, sloshing that water around inside the tank, get it all up the walls, get it nice and sparkly inside. Then we can drain it off, just see what colour it's like. Whee! Yeah! Let's check it out. We are over a secure drain, and it's not too bad, to be fair. I could really do with trying to make some space in the garage, just for some of the stuff I've got, but there isn't any. We've got the e-bike. I've got a plan to go on that in a few days, so I can't really get rid of that. But can it go further backwards? Nope. E-scooter. I'm going down to see Jacob on Christmas Day, so he loves playing on that. Rock salt in case I get stuck somewhere. Can't really get rid of that. Plus the shovel in case I need to dig myself out. My leveling ramps. That box is full of loads and loads of bits like electric hookup and stuff like that. Ladders in case I need to. I can't get rid of absolutely anything, so I'm just gonna have to try and make it fit. Thinking maybe a rear range. Well, I managed to do it. Starlink, leveling ramps, just everything that I needed to store is now stored, but it's a mess. And there's an awful lot of weight on the back axle now. That's definitely something I need to sort after Christmas. Try and reduce the weight somehow. I'll figure it out, or at least make it more level from front to back. Find some storage in the front and move some front stuff into the back, that sort of stuff. I thought I'd clean out underneath the single bed just to see if I can make some space up front already. And it's quite funny the amount of stuff that I've found. I mean, like, see these little red flags? Look at this, I found this. It's an old sort of light that I used to have. Do I turn it on? It's got a little torch and then the little button there for whoa. I mean, look at some of the stuff that I've got that can stay in there. A coat hook. That can go. Head torch, I'll keep hold of that. And then random stuff. So now random stuff that is in this bottom cupboard can now go and fit in there. Get it out of the way, and then I can free this up for other sort of more heavier stuff. Make the van a bit more balanced. Stuff like my emergency backup cooker, massage thingy, some extra pots and pans for when I go camping. The stuff that I tend to not use. Didn't really work out too planned. I got these all cleared out. Got rid of 2 bin bags worth of crap. But the stuff that I put back in there is like the wood and stuff for when I have fires. I got that straight out the back, put that into there. So it didn't clear up too much space in the back. And then when I cleared out this one, all I managed to get back in there was some valuable stuff that I don't really want in the garage. It's all good. Now it's the scrubbing time. Oh, and then deal with all that. And then a big drive all the way down to Norfolk, which I'm doing on Christmas Day, which for you is going to be today. It is truly amazing just how grubby a van floor can get if you don't keep on top of it too much. Oh, there's the back done. Lots of elbow grease, but the back is done. Now the front. It's proper eye-opening with the amount of stuff that just literally gets dumped into the front of this van underneath this seat. I mean, There's all the service record, and then you've got me spare oil just in case. So I'm gonna have to put that somewhere safe. Even in the glove box, it won't even open because it's full of paperwork. To be fair, that's all my service history, so that's good. But that's not good. It's such a bizarre feeling that I'm like really enjoying the satisfaction of seeing it clean, but then hating myself because I've let it get so dirty. I've never let it get this dirty ever. But then there's also the hard work pays off sort of feeling. See, it looks quite smart. It's definitely a whole lot better now. I've got these little Deadpool things which you can just randomly stick anywhere, so I'll probably stick them somewhere another day. I'll leave them there. That's my problem. I keep saying I'll leave them there and I'll come back to that, but it's looking better. And now it's time for a wash. All I've got is that, some car shampoo, some water. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. It's a glorious sunny morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Merry Christmas. Should take around about 5 hours or so to get to the East Coast. Well, that is unless I decide to stop a bit earlier. I've got some family down in the Midlands. I might see them for an hour. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Why are we on a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit on Christmas Day where there's nobody on the road? There's another one. Nothing so far. I bet you any money it's just going to go straight back up to national speed limit. There we go, exactly like I said. Have you ever seen Birmingham Spaghetti Junction this quiet before? It's absolutely insane. Back down to 50 though. Times like this, I am so happy I spec'd cruise control on this van. It's because of this tiny piece of roadworks on the hard shoulder, because the next sign says national speed limit. No better still out on the road though. I've lost count of the amount of times I've been cut up, or you go to overtake someone and they go, oh, there's a big van, and then they decide to speed up as well. It's a good job I've got a load of lights on the front of this van. I light them up like Christmas trees. They go, ah! You ever seen Jeff Dunham, the one that does the ventriloquist puppies? Walter. Oh God, I'm a monk. We're just passing Corley services. I broke down there once, my water pump went and decided to jump all of its water everywhere. But I still managed to get it 120 miles back north to be able to get fixed. You know those emergency refuge bays on the side of the smart motorways? I kept having to pull into every one of them. Every single time the light come on the dash, low coolant level, quick, nip into it. Started off, I'd go through like 5 or 6 of them and then I'd have to pull in. By the time I got further north, I was pulling into every single one. Now when you pull into one of them, you've got to use the emergency phone that's there. It goes direct straight through to Highways England, and they can close lane 1 so that you can pull out safely to get out. They got rather annoyed with me after about the 12th time. Let alone after the 20th time. There's never a dull day on the road, is there? 40 mile an hour because there's a stranded vehicle. There we go. Just sat there looking pretty. But all the cars that are out on the road today, the majority of them, they're not used to motorway driving, nor are the drivers that are actually driving in those cars. And it's solely because they're doing Monday to Friday, the school runs, the work runs, all that sort of stuff. So you've got the drivers on the road that don't know how to drive motorways safely, and you've got vehicles on the road that are not used to this sort of conditions. So you're going to get that sort of stuff today, aren't you? I've just seen a Lexus flying down the motorway, cut me up. It got caught on one of the speed cameras overhead. But then when I've just come off the junction there at Coventry, he's there on the hard shoulder, taking old number plates off and putting new number plates on. After Christmas dinner with my sister and my family, back on the road, M6 South, onto the A14, Cambridge, and the light is starting to fade. Onto the A11, and then this is going to be home for the night in the middle of Thetford Forest. Oh, it looks like we do already have a few vans parked up here. And with that, it's time to wind down for the night. I really, truly hope you've all had a very Merry Christmas. Good luck for 2025.